2nd and 10 now. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Let's go. From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Ritter. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Rolling left, buying some time. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. The handoff on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They'll send him over right. This time it's a passing play. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it inside the 25. It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles break the tie here in the first. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. First and 10, looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Here we go, set. Move it, my team.
They'll try and throw it here. Chased out to his right. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's first and 10. Motioning the tight end now. Back to pass on first and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Second and 13. Hits his running back. Still has some space inside the 35. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. First down, and they go right back to it. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Cardinals cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. Carlson adds the extra point. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Fielded at the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
Ready?
Throwing now off play action. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Would have liked. Big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Set up. Ready.
Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to the link right after this. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They have it following that interception on the final play of the first quarter. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Gets it to him on the screen. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Timeout called on the field. So we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. So now here's 3rd and 5. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 3rd down from the gun. St. Brown's got it. Complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Half the 60.
Here's a throw. This throw is cut. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The give here on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Here we go, set.
He's dropping back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that brings up 4th and long. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Rolling out to his left. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Ritter looking to throw. Has it at the 7. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach, play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Returning it from the 4. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
They're out and set, 1st and 10. This one goes off left tackle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A game of 29 yards. And the Cardinals 1st down.
Now a give running right. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
On the move, headed right. Launching deep down the right sideline. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, that's a tough one right there. Actually, when you're outside the pocket, because your body is going and moving laterally, it often takes the ball out of bounds just like that. That's a tough connection to make, even under the best of circumstances.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Cardinals pushing for a late spark before halftime. Now they'll throw out of the gun. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Let's go.
They'll throw it again. That's incomplete. Trying to set up the screen there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. The throw is caught. And in for the Arizona touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
Eagles 21.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Got it. Ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Throwing here, Ritter. Finds Kincaid. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Got his target. It's Hill. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a great return has the offense just... shy of midfield as they start this drive.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10 now. St. Brown there to bring it in. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone now. That one's complete, right side. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Cardinals take the lead just before halftime. Carlson's extra point is good. And the Cardinals push their lead to 3. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Ritter setting up to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Here's Ritter. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 36. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he's out of bounds just inside the red zone. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Kendall Fuller. And the Cardinals make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's touched down behind the line as this one goes the wrong way.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Trying getting it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First down, ball at the 36. Back to throw now, it's Ritter. Coleman with the grab. Has room into the secondary. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 30.
Let's go. 60 yards.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He's got a man left. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. St. Brown's got it. Complete. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's a Cardinals first down. Throwing it again here. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Eagles have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
Ritter looking to throw. Gets this one to Watson. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Go.
Still sticking with the passing game. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's got it at the 6. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Now Ritter escapes out to the left. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They'll set up here for the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Starting from the 5. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Now a give left side. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing from the gun here. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Setting up a throw. Forced out to his right. Now here he goes. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the first down.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Give now to the running back. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Running for it again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Cardinals shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the second time.
Oh, what an effort to bring in that short throw. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Oh no, they get him yet again. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Let's go now.
They'll run here on first down. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. From the 21. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing.
Cardinals 39.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
situational football. Looking at first and goal, these defenses know what's coming at them. More often than not, a run play. It really is better to throw the ball unless you've got a way to disguise the run, and there was no disguising on that one.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. It's a foot race. And the Eagles take over on his 5th interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Escapes the pocket. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Throwing here, Ritter. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Handoff running left. Foreman is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles parlay the interception into points. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles make it a 10-point ball game. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They're out and set. First and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. And that makes it second down.
Go.
Dropping back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. You know, that's one of those situations you want to get your back in space. Well, you accomplish that. Unfortunately, you don't make anything happen because you don't bring the ball in cleanly.
Deep down the right sideline, it's his running back making the catch. Excellent pickup to move the chains, 36 yards in the end. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
Set. Let's stay 19. Come 19. Come 19.
From the red zone now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And it sets up second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Let's go now.
They are throwing it again. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Now looking to throw. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Now the Cardinals sending out the field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on his return. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down.
Set.
Ritter to throw. Buying some time left. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Ready up.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Cougar 19. Here we go.
Back to throw it. Catch made by Foreman. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing now from the gun. Complete to Coleman. They get 28 out of that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running left, here's Foreman. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Near the goal line. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock. I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Fielded at the 7. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
At their own 34-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
That's taken in by Kump. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing it again here. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll be first down, Arizona. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Cardinals 14 points back. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. Looking for a throw here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Now to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. They already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline this penalty.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Here we go, here we go.
They motion the tight end over. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it deep downfield. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles have likely locked up the win right there. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record. That's up and through for the point after. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. And they pick him off again. Oh, the ball is loose again. They got their own fumble. A lot of grass ahead. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And Arizona takes it back for a touchdown. The Cardinals picked up the fumble and ran it home. That right there was impressive, Brock. Even with the fumble, absolutely no panic on his part. Finding that football, keeping the play going, and taking it in for 6.
I am just hearing my old offensive coordinator, Tom Moore, say, whoever plays the hardest the longest wins. And that's what you got to do. You got to play harder. You got to play longer than your opponent. And when you get an opportunity, go seize it.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, first and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
2nd and 10 now. Headed out right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to connect with Tyreek Hill there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught by the open man. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another try following the sack. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. His 6th of the game. That's the first NFL player to catch that many in one contest. Wow. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts. Back to the line they go, it's 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided. All right, one more snap to play here. One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And they end the season on a great note.